This video is brought to you in part by Zeal Sound and viewers like you. Thank you.
Yo, Speedy, clip this one.
Yo, what is the word? What is the word? What is the word? Speed in the building, back in the building, back in the back of 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 the building. One another episode that Young Nigga Plays, and yes, we are still on current gen GTA Online. I appreciate the love that y'all showing, but it's simply not enough. No matter how many likes I get, I'm not going to get enough views to actually make any money off of this content. So this might be the last episode. Anyways, let's finish up these setups that we was doing for this Diamond Casino heist. Now let's get into these goddamn outfits and armored truck first. I really like doing these by distance. Whichever ones have the furthest distance or just are the most time consuming, I do first. I think there's only 2 missions for the armored truck. You're either gonna go to Paleto Bay or to Harmony. So we're gonna keep refreshing this until we go to Harmony. If you don't know how to refresh so that you can pick what setup you're doing, all you have to do is find a new invite only session. And the reason why I say invite only session is because it's way easier to load in and way faster to load in. I'm on Wi-Fi and I'm loading in like 15, 20, 30 seconds. Probably less time than that, because depending where you are on the map, you might not even have to move your character. But anyways, we finally got the setup in which we gotta go get the armored truck from Harmony. So believe it or not, this is actually pretty simple. All you gotta do is just do this shit aggressive. That's the only thing I don't really like about the setups for the Diamond Casino has really any heist setup period. You can just do everything aggressively. You don't even have to be sneaky or anything. It's like I'm doing the big con. You would think I would have to charm my way or just be sneaky as far as doing these setups, but you can really just shoot everything up. Like that's kind of like unrealistic. You mean to tell me I get to do all of these crimes in which I'm stealing like items from the casino already? I'm already stealing stuff from the casino. Some of these setups, there's police already there, so police already know that like some of the cars are stolen, but people gonna re-steal these cars. The vault drills, they was after these vault drills, and then we go back and steal the vault drills that we don't even use on the setup. It's just like unrealistic and just pointless. You know what I'm saying? You'd like to waste your time and hinder the player just to artificially raise their play time and make it seem like their game is more difficult or challenging, when in actuality you can just play the punishing aspect and then you'll get rewarded. Because it's like, alright, if I get caught, all I gotta do is lose the police, but if I do the setup the correct way, I gotta lose the police anyways. So how about we just lose the police? And good thing I was actually able to call off the police in this setup, so all I have to do is drive 2 miles back to the arcade and let's get to the next setup. Some of these setups do require you to go into the water. So like weapons, sometimes vault explosives, there's gonna be a few to where you have to go into the water. And to make it faster so that you don't have to change into scuba gear, you can just throw in a rebreather. That way you don't have to change into the scuba gear. You can just go straight to the location and jump into the water. So fortunately, we're destroying some noose vans, and there's no easy way to do this. Or I guess there is, but you have to find the weapons first. So let's just fast forward to where we find a van with the weapons. I'm not going to show you the whole guessing game. So whenever you pull up on a van, you want to, since I'm in a deluxo and I can't really lock on, what I like to do is I like to pull up behind them. If you lost the cops and then you go back near the cops, you will have the cops again. So it's kind of annoying, but with no lock on, I can just, But before you even go get the weapons, you want to lose the police first. If you have 2 people, like if it's you and somebody else, you can actually just blow up the van and the weapons are going to drop, and then you can just drive over the weapons, and then you'll be able to lose the cops and drop off the weapons at the same exact time. So as you can see, we lost the police. Now we just going to collect the van that has the weapons in it, and we going to go right back to the arcade. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all of this solo. As you can see, I don't got nobody with me. It's way easier to do this stuff solo actually if you got a deluxo. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Duggan shipments, you can do that solo. You just need to destroy 7 of the helicopters. But since we doing big con, we not even gonna get caught by the security. Let's move on to the next setup. Now it's time to get these outfits again. This is like the easiest and the hardest one. It's like the most unrealistic one. I'm gonna show you when we get there. I'm gonna actually talk you through this, because this is what I mean by like Game developers like hindering players and just wasting their time to increase the play time and artificially make it seem like there's, challenge within this. It's it's 10 guards, my boy, and y'all all looking at the same shit anyways. And you got some people on patrol. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, what do y'all need all that for? But yeah, let me show you what it's like when I actually try to sneak through and do all this stuff the right way, though. Shit don't make no sense. Like, even the patrol is like when somebody walks away, there's not enough space. You're always gonna be in somebody's cone, always gonna be in somebody's vision. So there's literally no reason to try to sneak through all this stuff, unless you're gonna stand on top of one of the stockades on an angle and then zoom all the way in on your camera. But then even at that, when you got your phone out, you don't really have control over your player. You're stuck at the slowest pace that you could possibly move, even if you're in first person. And then I made the fatal mistake of throwing a grenade, forgetting that these armored vehicles aren't even really armored. Watch how fast this stuff just blows up. It's one grenade. I just wasted 4.5 minutes lobby hopping when I could have just went in and did this shit aggressively. Now look at when I do this shit the punishing way. Pause. If you go in there just guns blazing, because you're going to get caught anyways, I'm pretty sure that even if you do this without getting caught, it takes more time than if you would have just go in here and kill everything. They bullet sponges, they got aimbot, all kind of stuff. Like, the Combat MG is supposed to be one of the strongest guns in the game, but it's just like, bruh, this don't make no sense. And again, they have aimbot. I hate the fact that they buffed the NPCs like every other major update since 2016. The first major update that the NPCs got was during the bunker update, and then it was during the facility update, and then when they did the casino update, and then when they did the Cayo Perico, they kept buffing the NPCs without making anything else stronger. It's like, why ain't you making my gun stronger? Even the Mark II weapons aren't really better than the Mark I weapons. I'd rather just use the Draco. Is that typical? It's easy to do, but because it's easy to do, game developers want to hinder you because they don't know how to implement challenge. It's just so dumb. Now it's time for the weak-ass vault drills that we not even going to use. That's what get on my nerves. It's like, why is this a mandatory thing to do? If I'm picking an approach that doesn't require me to have drills, or maybe I would need them if I got caught during the whole process. But it's like, who really going to mess up the first part of this big con? But yeah, right now we're lobby hopping so that we can get the vault drill set up by the airport. I don't want to do the one that's over by the bank because it's just annoyingly difficult. There's gonna be like 12 police cars out there. Then if you kill any of the police, or if you kill anybody inside the bank, or if you get too close or whatever, it's just gonna, and then you got like 3 stars, they gonna keep spawning, and you got the people chasing you that want the vault drills. Like, why are these vault drills so important, bro? I hate this so much. It makes no sense. I think the thing that makes me the most heated is the fact that you as a host, you're not able to call Lester or use your CEO abilities on these setups. It's like, why would you make these things so increasingly hard and so unreasonably difficult if I'm not allowed to use Lester or my CEO abilities to make it a little bit easier? That's what you got it in there for. I can't turn cops blind eye. Can't bribe authorities. It's not like it don't cost nothing. It costs money. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you just want me to struggle. You just want me to be hindered. You're gonna disable certain abilities that are realistic. Like, it would be practical to use these abilities during these setups. The practicality of these games is so dumb. The logic is so flawed because of how the developers feel. It's like, because you feel as though the best players are the best and they know how to make the game unchallenging, or they know how to overcome a challenge, you feel like there should always be a challenge. That just doesn't make sense. If you beat the challenge, that doesn't mean add a new challenge. Oh, infinite spawn rates. Oh, we gonna have these helicopters keep spawning. What for? Why are these helicopters still spawning? For what? Like, it's for vault drills. It's for vault drills. I can't call in 2 helicopters. I can't. There's no ability to call in 2 helicopters, and then Merryweather isn't even buffed. Y'all didn't even buff Merryweather. They got aimbot, but that's it. They're not aggressive. They don't shoot at everything. They won't even fight the police sometimes. And I'm just but one person. You expect me to always have 4 people. That don't make sense. You don't even need 4 people to do these setups. You don't even need 2. And last but not least, probably the easiest setup. You just gotta kill 2 security guards. You only ain't gotta lose the police. I'ma just show you everybody's favorite part. But yeah, that's gonna be that on that for today's episode of Y'all Nigga Plays. You know what I'm saying? We got them setups out the way. I would do the finale, but I ain't got nobody to run the finale with. That can just be a different video, you know what I'm saying? If I can get my dog Batman Twelm on, you know what I'm saying? My dog Batman Twelm gonna help me with it, but yeah, that's current gen GTA Online. All the new DLCs are terrible. They usually limit how often you can do things like per week. It's like, yeah, you only gonna get 3 cars per week. You only gonna get 7 prisoners per week or whatever. Like, they limit how much you can play. So it's like, to get the most out of playing, I'll just do the Diamond Casino heist. And then in the meantime, my businesses are growing, so I can just sell that. I can sell my bunker. I can do the acid lab. You know what I'm saying? I can do the nightclub. And then I got all the drug businesses too. So there's that. But yeah, that's gonna be that on that. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Speedy out.